Good morning. So we finally made it to Act 10. And this is wrong right here. Okay. We finally made it to Act 10 and it's time. It's time to finally finish the act. So first thing, I want to explain a little bit how the setting works. We have on the main screen the star of the show, Kammel, and then on the right we have the notes, and this is all the notes that I've been taking. They're still incomplete, but I will share them and complete them as we go. Also have the POV where we've been following along with the different nodes, and they're set up in a way where the default tree has everything, and then you have all of the decisions that Kammel has made with the notables on the way, or with the different nodes. So this way you can follow exactly what he allocated in the same order, and that should be helpful. I'm just going to leave this in the current state, which is basically what he's aiming to do. So this is pretty much complete here in tree 14, but we're just going to make sure that's the case. All right, so let's get started. So cathedral rooftop here. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. So as you can see, still using Blood Rage. Oh, he didn't save Bannon. Oh, this is just talking to Bannon, so you can skip talking to him. The quest would still complete. I didn't know that. So you can notice that he's killing so much on his way that he always has the flask charges, or almost always has the flask charges for Quicksilver and for Onslaught. That's really important to keep up with the flasks and not overuse them so that you can chain them. I tend to overuse them a little bit, and so at times I run out. So that's something that I can improve on, and that should save a lot of time. So here you just head to the ravaged square. Also, it sounds like Kammel isn't convinced with the way that he did the tree, so feel free to switch it up a little bit. Based on whether you want to be more defensive, you can start by going maybe for this first. It's only 2 nodes away, and then you can continue going for damage. So yeah, just things to consider. Again, I think this is more a guide than strict, so feel free to change it up and let me know if it worked. So you get the waypoint, and we need to find a way to destroy Kitava's, what is it, like blocking thing? So you keep going through the torched courts. He's skipping the essences. So by now he's pretty much geared. I would imagine that anything that he does now with gear would be just to increase resistances. Also, he doesn't seem to use the Jade Flask. And that would add some evasion, and so that's some more survivability, so that he doesn't get like accidentally one shot or something. You know, he has died a couple times in this run, but since it's softcore, it's all right. So depending on the patch, I assume maybe a couple things might change, and if they do, I'll update the POV accordingly, but I didn't see anything major, so we shouldn't have like a problem. What's this? So kill Avarius, and I'm going to slow this down so we get to see the fight. So maybe there's some notes on how to kill this. Nope, just straightforward. I think this version of the boss is a lot easier than killing Sin. Anyways, yeah. So DC, talk to Bannon. To Ravage Square. Talk to Innocence. Innocence. So he's going to level up. Let's make sure we see what level he is before killing Kitava. I'm going to leave this with the current speed for now, in case he says something, like some insight that we want to consider for Kitava. So I think it would be good that after this we create like a quick guide of links and passives per act, so we can do this, like have this passives and links. As you can see, the POV is right here at the moment. So Kammel did mention that he's around 10 minutes slower than the previous run that he did, but you know, the grand scheme of things, I think that for us 10 minutes is, I don't know, it's probably not as much, right? Maybe 10 minutes seems like a lot when you're a pro racer, but for us plebs that are just learning, I don't think we can optimize so much yet. Well, anyways, here in the fight so far, nothing out of the ordinary, just avoid damage. Oh, as I say that, make sure that if you die, when you res, put back your auras on. Sometimes, you know, I've forgotten to do that and I go a long way without putting my aura on. And this time it's super important because Herald of Agony is actually doing a lot of the heavy lifting with the damage as well. Yep. If you die here, it's like super easy to just go back in and keep fighting. That's one of the beauties of softcore. So he's not going, like, he's not using a TP to refill flasks. I think it's probably faster, you know, if he isn't able to refill them and he dies, you know, he'll just put those auras back on and run back. Wow. Yeah, sure. Get one shot portal out. If this were hardcore, he would be playing this a lot safer, probably with the passives as well. And he would be a Pathfinder, not a Deadeye. That's something that he mentioned before. So if you're not like the best at avoiding damage and you need a lot of blast charges and heals, then going Pathfinder is probably your best bet. So the fight's almost over. So yeah, as you can see, imagine if you're playing a race where you can't die, how different it has to be. All right, so Kitava's dead, and now his resistances are going to be -30. So if you want to... Oh, we didn't see what level he was. Let's... So yeah, he made sure to level up before the fight. And level 61. So Kitava, monster level 62. So you want to make sure that you're close to him, or else it's going to be even more deaths. All right, well, that is it for Act 10. And go kill Kitava. And basically, what we want to do here next is to make sure we have the links, the passives, and the goals for each act. So I need to fill those out for the previous acts. And you will be able to see them in this Evernote that I'm going to link. Yeah, so thanks for watching the Act 10. I'm going to stop recording now.